So as most of you know, because I announced it earlier last week, we're going to be having a chess tournament at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Now, for those of you who are participating, thank you. I hope you have fun. And I'm going to explain some of the basic rules of how this is going to work. So you're all going to be divided into 5 pools, which will be posted on the Instagram, and I'll also put a sheet outside of the student lounge room so you can see who's in your pool. You're then going to play a round robin, which means you'll play everybody who's in your individual pool. After these pools are completed, you're going to be seeded and then placed in a single elimination bracket. The seeding will be determined by your win-loss ratio within your pool. Ties will be determined by whichever player has the most individual points. So after every game, you have to make sure that you keep track of the points of the pieces that you've captured. These need to be recorded and given to me so that I can enter these into our draw, into our bracket, so that when I am ranking you guys, I can see the points you have for those who have tied. Now, stalemates in the round robin will be considered draws. So nobody will get a win, nobody will get a loss, only the points will be added. However, once we get into the single elimination bracket, stalemates will be considered that the one who was stalemated, so the one who can no longer move, will be the winner. Yes, so in your round robin, the last player in each pool is going to be eliminated. So try not to get last, but if you do, don't worry about it. Just for fun.
Now time for this month's Spirit Day. Tuesday, March 30th will be Jersey Day. Wear the jersey of your favorite sports team or any team, or maybe some random jersey you find in a closet somewhere. Just have fun.
The standings follow the outcome of the Crokinole tournament, with Sora first, Para in second, and Aqua third. However, over the past few weeks, Para and Aqua have slowly narrowed Sora's lead. With the final quarter on the horizon, the race couldn't be tighter nor the competition stiffer. Each team has a shot at winning.
Unfortunately, we have noticed that there are many times that the student lounge is not clean. Because of that, we have decided to send a member of the student council to check if the student lounge is clean at random times. If they see that it is not clean, then we may give you a warning. Just remember, whenever you use something, don't leave the room without putting it back where you found it. For example, if a crokinole piece or a ping pong ball is sent flying across the room, you can stop what you're doing and pick it up. Much of the equipment in the room is expensive, and we do not want to lose things. If it is necessary, the student lounge can be shut down for certain periods of time. We trust that everyone will work together to keep the student lounge clean so that this never has to happen.
In this news video, we will be focusing on the lower levels and what a day looks like for these students. Students from kindergarten to grade 5 begin each morning by putting all of their winter gear on their specific rack. After this, they enter their learning centers and sit at their office. As soon as the bell rings, they stand in front of their office and listen to the teacher's announcements for that day. Then the teacher prays for the day and the students get to work.
Students spend most of the day in their classroom. This is where the majority of their schoolwork is done, but things are done differently in every classroom. In the Grade 1 Learning Center, teachers set their goals for the students. They do math drills, learn science, and practice sight words in English. Junior elementary students, mostly in grade 2 and 3. They begin learning about multiplication and division, and in English, they are learning about the basic parts of speech. In social studies, they learn about many different countries. One highlight of the day is story time. Every day after lunch, they come back to class to read books for 15 minutes, and each student is assigned a reading buddy for the month. Lastly, there is senior elementary. In their math, they learn about more complicated multiplication and division, and they memorize their multiplication tables. It is in this class that they learn how to write in cursive, understand basic grammar, and develop simple writing skills. The students in this class actually set their own daily goals, and because of this, they learn to motivate themselves while understanding their current abilities.
Students in junior and senior elementary have a few special classes as well. On Wednesday from 9 to 10:15 and Thursdays From 1:50 to 3:05, those in senior elementary have a social studies lesson with Mrs. Rysaby. Recently, these students learned about Jacques Cartier and his voyages. They then gave news reports on Cartier's voyages to the New World. Students pretended that they were Jacques Cartier and were interviewed by other students. Some of the questions that these students answered while in character were, "Is this your first exploration?" Or, "How long did your voyage take?" And, "Why did you take it?" By doing their reports in this unique way, these grade 4 and 5 students learned how to spark interest and talk in front of others. It showed them how to be a respectful audience when others are speaking as well. These reports also gave them more experience in presenting and taught them the facts matter. I'm sure the students had a lot of fun doing their news reports.
Kindergarten is going outside. Hey guys.
We go outside. Bowling.
Whoa.
We're all curious about what the lower levels breaks look like, so let's take a sneak peek.
Jackets on.
During this past winter season, the kids have been wearing their warm, oversized and fluffy jackets so that they can enjoy time outside. As soon as they exit the load doors, chaos unravels and the kids split up into their territories. Some kids run around in the field, some kids play in the jungle of the playground, others form their own groups to play games together. The most exciting part of the break is climbing the giant snow hill and screaming like you're on top of the world. We can hear you through the window. Anyway, there's a whole variety of things to do outside, so enjoy the fresh air, especially now that it's getting warmer.
Ready?
Welcome to music.
Welcome to music.
Glad you're here.
Glad you're here.
Excitement begins in music class for grades 2s and 3s with a merry song called Welcome to Music Class. As per usual, the students are spaced out and following COVID protocols. Right now, the kids are learning 3 scales of solfege. They're do, re, and mi. Mr. Cornelson is developing their musical skills by teaching them how to determine the scales while listening to it. Keep up the good work, guys.
In the middle of the day, lower levels eat their lunch. Lunchtime for these students begins at 11:30. Kindergarten, grade 1, and junior elementary students have lunch in their classrooms. Senior elementary, however, eats in the lunchroom. Because of the pandemic, only 4 students sit at each table, but they are still able to use this time to enjoy their meal and talk with their friends. After they're finished eating, they go outside and play until lunchtime ends at 12:15.
Miss Kochak cooked up something new and fresh this 3rd quarter. That is, a literature class. Instead of working on their own, Mrs. K takes the kids to a soothing and relaxing coffee shop to read them a book while they answer questions in the faces. What a fun way to engage in reading. Thank you, Mrs. K.
Today, we're working with their partner to make sure their throws are accurate and their partner can catch it and they can move farther apart. The more confidence they get, the more success they have, they can back away from each other. And they're doing a pretty good job.
There are about 3 gym classes every week. These classes are taught by Miss Hanson, and this is where the kids are able to release all of their excess energy. Here, they're playing Uncle Sam. One person stands in the middle and tries to catch as many people as possible as they run by. If you're tagged, you join the person in the middle. Whether they're playing a game of tag or playing with scoop balls, you can be sure that the students are always looking forward to their next gym class. The students have goals that are set, and if they finish their goals early, they qualify for free time. During free time, they go outside of their rooms and relax. They can draw, play with cards, or simply hang out and talk with each other. Before the bell rings, the teacher calls all of the students and they clean up before they are dismissed. They then tidy up their offices and fetch their winter gear, which we will no longer be needing soon. And finally, they walk to the north doors and are picked up by their parents.
What's your name? Oh, he ran away!
Eat lunch at lunch. Big brain.
Aaliyah started to a puddle accident. It's a Michelle!
I don't know, I didn't check it.
I have 25 cousins, remember? I got
Seth has a lot of cousins.
Do you want to say hi to the camera? Okay, bye.
You know, like the trust here is big. The trust.
Really do anything.
We really kid each other with gloves.
Yeah.
And run and roll.
Yeah.
I like my family.
You like your family?
Hi guys, welcome to our vlog.
Fix that.
Man, what a bunch of jokers!